Why not?
EA Sports. It's in the game.
You can play with stuff. You play with like a more fair team because it was like 82 on one versus like 80.
Welcome to Madden NFL 25.
Before you hit the field, take a quick look at your accessibility settings. Adjust the game so it's just right for you, and press the continue button when you're all set.
That's how it was you gotta get me. Pop, it won't let me pass this menu. It was what happened whenever it like kicked when the game restarted.
Menu narration option is set to off.
I think this is like when you get. It's just like when you get it's doing the sign in or code stuff. Yeah. You can't do it though. It gotta be controlled. Oh, so this is? Yeah. Like, you see that?
Let's customize your game and set up a few options. Feel free to change them all again in the settings menu.
Oh, but Keith's almost taller as you. You see that? You should. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Tell me he gonna get somebody that's better to play, more close to the Falcons instead of getting somebody better. I thought you said the Falcons was an 82. 84. Oh, someone speak about me here, sexy boy. You want to speak of sex?
Oh yeah.
What's the sweet fun to do?
I'm gonna get.
I get the one from outside of this right here.
You can change your
That's how I be here. It's for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, clapping transactions. Cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need this. Believe that. Feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cub been weak since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud, put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay silent. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling. Code 304, she don't want a 16. Renegade on a make it. Buy a trees, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911. Slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas. Face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random. These sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. On 65th Street. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay silent. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons, and it's coming up next.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Ronnie Rivers now on the return. Returns looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to one of the game's all-time leading passers, the top pick back in 2009. Still going strong, it's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. We're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. First carry now for Kyron Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Cup on the catch. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position, but to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby, and they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. 2-2 Atwell, now to return it. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Rams headed back after their 2nd drive now. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick-6. Need short memories here as they head back out. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 1. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now they have 3rd and short.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
They fake the handoff now, Stafford. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. 4th down stand.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So out head the Falcons for their first possession. They're led out by a QB who made his starting debut all the way back in 2012. You weren't still playing then, were you, Brock? He's found plenty of touchdowns since then. It's Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade of starting in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him. It's the final chapters of his career that contain some of those.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons finish off their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Koo on now for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here comes Rivers. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Finds a seam down the middle. Big man showing up the yards. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd and goal, it's Stafford. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Space on the right, he's got room. Hits the 20. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
Coup with the extra point. And the Falcons push the lead to 20. That's the end of 1, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 20-0.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here comes Rivers. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Rams headed out to the field now. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. They've got first down from the 31. Getting right back to it after that interception. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So second down coming up.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. He'll get this to Cup. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now Stafford again. That one complete to Higbee. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Stafford from the gun. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Options are open here. It's second and inches. From the 24. Complete. It's Atwell. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
You know, you call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. To throw, Stafford. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Stafford now. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
So now, here's third and goal. Williams. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, LA! The Rams start to fight back with their first points of this game. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams drop the lead back to 13. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here's Avery Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down for 26-yard line. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons in possession. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Penix. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason, It's just completions like that, utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Third down, it's Penix. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. That throw just took him too close to the boundary. We've got fourth down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Trying for it with Penix. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Falcons will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Finds his target, Robinson. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Got a man, it's Drake London. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Drake London with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons push the lead to 20.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here comes Rivers. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Rams taking over on offense late in the first half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts and a little time left, too, so points very much still in play here before the half. Stafford now on first down. Throw reeled in by Higbee. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's Stafford. That's caught for the first. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his play's really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Shotgun snap to Sanford. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Slide's kick is up and good. And the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Joshua 30 to kick off for the Rams.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Darius Williams with the INT. And the Rams might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. That's the end of 2 in it. Understood. Some people would rather get right back to the field to play. And so we will as we advance to the start of the second half.
Joshua 30 to kick off for the Rams.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the second half. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Penix here from the gun. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Robinson on the inside give. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run it with Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Now, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Penix now on first down. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Here's Penix to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
4th down, here's Penix. He puts some juice, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still first down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing from the gun. Able to find the Kua here. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 32. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford again. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Cardi down for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams cut the lead down to 10.
27, Rams 17. Joshua Cardi to kick off for the Rams.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. That touchdown cut the lead by a chunk, Brock, but it's still a two-score game as they start this drive out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Staying with Robinson. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Now Cousins on 3rd and short. Hits his running back.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Just... First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
24.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bijan. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Play action now for Cousins. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Handoff now to Robinson. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Robinson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now the give for Bijan. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down give to Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, I'll set up now. First and 10. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal. Robinson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal. Once more, it's Robinson. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Atwell now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Richie Grant. And the Falcons take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Cousins. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Cousins. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Trying to force one through there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. Throwing this back in the end zone. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.